Right, guys, welcome to the Finlay and Luke show for the first episode on Tuesday, the whatever of the whatever month it is, because I've
No one
forgotten.
knows what day it
No
is.
one knows anymore, do we? Um,
No.
so basically, just going to give you a rundown. This is hopefully going to be a weekly thing, and hopefully after lockdown and coronavirus, we're going to be able to do it in person rather than
Do we have to?
over the computer. Come on, man, come on. We'll social
No,
distance
it's
the
good, it's
chairs and
good.
everything, yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, we're just gonna kick it off with the first topic. Really, it's
Alright.
just coronavirus in general. Like, I mean, you can see what toll it's taken on myself and Luke. Like, I've bleached my hair, he's shaved his
Mate,
head.
especially me. My
Yeah,
trim is
you give
it's
up on
fucked up.
everything, don't you? But
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to run down on it, like what's been going on really, because I've been going insane. But I don't know about yourself.
Oh, mate, I lost the plot about 2 days in because it was my birthday. Now
Yeah.
it was my birthday, the first Friday of lockdown, right? And I was like, I'm gonna go out.
Mm,
Like, I'll find a way. And I had plans.
yeah.
Didn't go well. I ended
Yeah.
up staying in and having a bottle of wine to myself, and that
Yeah.
just slowly started the descent.
Yeah, the descent
Like,
into madness, really, wasn't it? Because I remember
nah, like
it
fully,
was
mate.
mental. Yeah, because you were on Snapchat to me when you were just necking a bottle of wine. Um,
Mate.
but yeah, I can vent with that because my birthday was a few weeks ago as well, and obviously we
Yeah.
both turned 18 in lockdown. It's not ideal, is it? We wanted to be out in
Nah,
the pub.
it's literally nah.
It's
Nah, but the
like,
thing is, right? Because I don't know about you, but for me personally, like going pub, I've been fine for like the last 2 years.
mm,
So like, it wouldn't have been much difference, but it's just the whole point of going out and celebrating.
yeah.
And I think the only celebrating I've done is mainly because I haven't tidied up. I've just got a pile of beer and Moretti bottles on my desk.
Oh, Moretti as well.
uh,
Moretti is not nice. It's not great.
what? Do
I
you
hate
know?
it.
I don't like it.
Because I used to work at hotel football, didn't I? And Moretti was the only beer that they had,
Ah,
and I just got
shit,
sick
yeah.
of seeing it. Like, it was just
I
horrible.
don't blame you.
But
I mean, yesterday I had that bet. What
hold on, we're lagging a
stupid
bit there.
challenge.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've done that. Yeah, I've done that myself. Didn't
Yeah,
didn't go well.
no, no, mate. I was mate. But did you have to down 3 beers? Like I was on ropes.
That's your own fault for fucking
Literally,
it
I was
up
certain.
twice, innit?
No, it's the first time, right? So if anyone don't know, obviously beer challenge just down a pint. It's pretty standard, right? First time I did it, I fucked it, right? And I didn't finish. I had about that much left of a pint. So I thought, no, I'll redo it. So I got to redo it. Phone's on 20%, so it stops recording. And I'd done it like a perfect down. So I had to do it a third time, right?
On the ropes. On the
Yeah.
ropes.
I was,
Yeah.
mate. I had a headache for the rest of the day.
That's the thing. During lockdown, you kind of want to keep yourself going with challenges, really, don't you? And
Yeah, that was legit.
I got nominated for it, and I'm not a classic man. I don't do that. Oh, beer, big burly man. I had a pint of Strongbow, so the pint of Strongbow dark fruits.
Ah,
Got that down. It was kind of naff, and I had to do it again the next day. And I ran out. Well, I was going to do it again the same day, but I ran out of beer, so I had to go the next day. But yeah, keeping yourself busy with challenges. Just a warning for anyone: if one eye seems like it's going the other way, I'm disabled. My eyes are disabled. All right, I can't help it. Just a warning. If anyone's ever seen Russell Howard or Ramesh Ranganathan, I'm like them.
Ramesh Ranganathan.
With the fucking squint eyes,
Nah.
basically. Yeah. This is
Have you
completely
seen what
uncut,
Russell
by the
Howard's
way.
been doing? He's
Yeah.
been doing it on like Facebook and that, and like,
Yeah.
so I don't go on Facebook a lot, right? And I was just going on it, and there was a newspaper article about someone made of Russell Howard's sex doll, and it's literally
Yeah, I've
it
seen that. I've
looks like
seen
a
that.
Simpson,
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
it's
Have you
good.
seen the Have you seen the thing where he was on? I think it was a talk show in the morning, and it was literally first thing in the morning, and he was swigging a Thatcher's on the side, and everyone
What
was
a
going
lad!
mental, like, and he was just like, "It's lockdown. What can I do?"
No,
But
it's
yeah,
true though. Like I'm waking up. So at the start of lockdown, my sleeping pattern was like go to bed 8 in the morning, wake up like 3 in the afternoon. Now,
fuck it out.
nah, that was rough. But now I'm waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, regardless of when I go to bed,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
I get you.
hate it.
I get you, man. Everyone, like, I've spoken to loads of people who've said the sleeping pattern's fucked. And me, to be fair, I was on Call of Duty, Modern Warfare last night, playing Search and Destroy until
Do you
two
know
o'clock
what? I
in the
just
morning.
downloaded it today. I
Honestly,
just
mate.
downloaded it today.
It's
Yeah, I've been
brilliant.
playing with Cribbo, and it's
Yeah,
alright.
we've I was on Search and Destroy with two of my other mates, and we were really just playing in random games, and we were meeting loads of people. Because in every other lobby I've ever played, no one's on game chat. But when you get into Search and Destroy, everyone's on game chat. So we were in a game.
Like old school search and
Yeah,
destroy.
it's
the
proper old
best.
school. It's like we were in a game and we got invited by a few people that we were playing with. And then we ended up playing a game against some Yanks at 2 o'clock in the morning. So obviously they've just fucking woken up, and they're going, oh, Donny, because my name on COD is Donny the Dealer out of Big Les. And they're all going, Donny, we love you, man, we love you. I'm just like, please go away. And my mate Ryan's getting absolutely fuming at him because they're camping, and it's
Nah,
awful.
like I remember, right, just when I was in like primary school, when like Modern Warfare 2 was out, right,
Yeah,
I remember I'd just be like, come on, 3 o'clock, boom. I used to run home, right? I
used to
used
just
to
dash it.
run, and I'd go there because like my Xbox was in my lounge, right? I'd just ignore everyone else, put the headset on, and sat there from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to like 11:30.
I know, yeah, it's mental,
until
isn't it?
like my dad's like, come on, go there, fuck off.
Yeah, well, I used to have to go to my mate's house that was on the end of my road and play World at
Right,
War with him on his Xbox, and I used to remember playing
that's memories.
Nacta and Sultan on zombies
Oh
at
mate.
about 4 o'clock, and we were just in his room. Oh, it was terrifying, like genuinely
Me and
terrifying.
Daz used to go on like 7 o'clock every Saturday morning, be
Yeah,
there till like 1 o'clock. You see,
yeah,
and like we'd get to only like round 10, and we're like, that was sick.
yeah,
But like
yeah. So
we
getting
were
to
kids,
round 10 on Nact is like
it's like, whoa.
it's genuinely good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just a
but
warning
then
for
I
anyone.
replayed it last month. Go on.
Yeah, just a warning for anyone. This is completely uncut. Swearing's going to keep in because we can't filter ourselves.
Yeah,
It's just going to happen.
I mean,
I
my
mean,
favorite words come.
yeah, yeah,
So
exactly. But eventually, if we do get to the higher pedestals and we get to actually recording it and
Raid Shadow
editing, then
Legends.
maybe, yeah. If we get wearing a Thrasher mag hoodie, not Spawn, please sponsor us, you knobs. Um, yeah, like if we
Fucking
get to the
hell,
higher
mate.
pedestals, recording and editing, then we might just edit out the swear words, and we'll probably be able to put a fucking intro on it and everything. But for now, we're doing it on Zoom. That's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, it's the first time I've used this, and
really,
like it was hard enough to try and join the call,
yeah, it's
but
mental. Yeah,
like, I've literally just I've gone outside like once every day to like go shops and that. Apart
yeah,
from that, I've just been inside.
yeah.
The past
Same.
few days been nice and sunny, so I've been outside.
Mm.
But today it's pissing it down,
Well, yeah, I still
so
went for it. I
I'm
still went
staying
for a little
inside.
walk, but I've been going out
Hmm.
for walks every day. It's just
You
how it
have
is,
to
really.
though, like just get a bit
Yeah,
of fresh air.
yeah. It's here and there in it, right? What right? So we had basically, guys, we had an idea of this idea came around a few days ago when I was just chilling. It must have been about 3 o'clock in the morning, and me and
Yeah,
Luke just said to
hang
each
on. You
other,
say you were just chilling. You were not just
"I
chilling,
was
mate.
just
You were
chilling.
trolleyed.
I
You
wasn't.
were
I
trolleyed.
wasn't trolleyed. I was slightly intoxicated on my freshly bought bottle of Jack Daniels after."
Ooh.
Like, what can you do? But yeah, so me and Luke basically just said, we've got a shit ton of shit that we could talk about. Me and him just chat for hours anyway about random stuff. So we thought,
Yeah.
why not make it an entertainment
Yeah.
purpose for you guys
That
out
is the
there in
whole point of
lockdown?
this.
Yeah, we just want to give you something to listen to. Because
All
I mean,
5 of you.
yeah,
All
all
5 of you.
five people that are
I'm
gonna
so proud.
subscribe and carry us all the way, and we're gonna do collabs with no one. What goal? We're gonna collab with TGF.
Nah, you know what? I don't watch them.
Do you not
I don't watch them. No,
really?
I don't watch a lot of YouTube nowadays. Like it's like this time, so you go
Here he is.
Sidemen,
Here
True
he is, the new
Geordie.
YouTuber. The new YouTuber doesn't watch a lot of YouTube.
Nah, like I just don't know. Like I used to go from like watching so much to now it's just like I probably watch like 2-3 videos a day.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah,
There's not a lot.
I
Like,
mean,
content used to be sick, but obviously lockdown's not helped with that. But
hmm.
it is what it is. The most I have been watching though is from the Premier League,
Yeah, oh
right? Just
yeah,
watching clips. But
yeah,
that brings me into this, right?
exactly. It brings you into the next topic.
Yeah, nice little segue. We were speaking about like different like opinions that we had or like different stuff. So my question for you, Finlay,
Mm.
who is the best goalkeeper outside the traditional top six? So City, Arsenal, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, and Spurs. Who's the best keeper
Outside,
outside of that?
I mean, there's an
I know
easy
my
answer
answer
to go. I
already.
mean, there's a few easy answers for this. My brain instantly wants to go to Dean Henderson, but he's a United
See,
player.
that's not my answer.
See, my brain wants to go
See,
straight there, but I'm not going to go there because obviously he's a United loanee. Even though he's been great at Sheffield, I would
there's had 2
personally
seasons of it,
say,
haven't
yeah, he's had 2 seasons, but obviously he's just come to the Premier League. He's done really well. Don't get me wrong,
he? Yeah.
but I think it's a bit unfair to say a United player. But I think this season, oh,
It's clear for me.
I
But
don't
I'm
know
biased,
really.
so.
You are, but yeah, I know who you're gonna say.
See, I think I'm going to have to explain that entire situation as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
basically, right, I support 2 teams. And well, it is a fault of my own. I was brought up with it. So I support Man United and Newcastle, right? And everyone's going, well, that's just stupid. You're a plastic fan.
instantly
I don't care.
insulting our viewers.
I don't care. Nah, literally, so like 2 seasons ago, in Mourinho's last season with us, right? It was United at home versus Newcastle, right?
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
with
I
Cribbo
remember.
in like the exec, and he's like, "So who you supporting?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Who you supporting?" Like, "I'll support United at home, Newcastle they're home." No, that's the fairest way to it. He
Yeah,
went,
it's a good way
"What
to do it.
happens
It's a
if
good way to do
what happens if you play at a neutral ground?" I just went,
it.
"Game starting, mate."
Yeah, game start. Yeah, I know because I was at that game.
It's not come to that yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
it's
at that game.
3-2,
I
wasn't it?
remember 3-2. I remember I was with my ex-bird at the time. I took my ex-bird and she was
So,
absolutely baffled. She didn't have a clue what was going on. She was like, "Well, why are they kicking that way?" I went, "Oh my god!"
mate,
And I
all
went
she saw
fuming.
was Yoshimuto just score an absolute shithouse goal.
Well, like I
Nah,
was
but
there going
so
absolutely
that
mental.
clears that up. But
Yeah,
for best keeper,
best keeper outside the
but yeah,
traditional
that
top
goals.
six. Oh, I would like to say Kasper Schmeichel, just based on how his
That's a good
longevity.
one.
His longevity and the way he's kept
Yeah,
performing, even though he's an ex-City, he's the son of a United legend, and he's carried it well. He's
yeah.
carried it well on his shoulders. He's had a few dodgy moments this
Well, he's
season,
won the
but
league with them, hasn't
yeah, he's won the league with him, and he's just been a great servant to him, and I think he's probably one of the best keepers outside the traditional top six. Obviously, Leicester are in the top
he?
six,
Yeah,
in and around it nowadays, but
yeah.
outside the traditional top six, that's who I'd go for.
My answer's different,
Yeah, I
obviously.
know. Yeah.
Mine Dubravka, obviously, right? And I've got my reasons, right?
Yeah, I know. I'll give it to him. He's a great keeper.
We signed him on loan originally, right?
Yeah.
On like a 6-month deal, like Rafa brought him in. He pulled a 10 out of 10 masterclass against Man United on his debut, right?
Don't
And we
remind
won
me.
1-0. Nah, it was Matt Ritchie who scored because I remember
I remember
it was just
watching
an
that
absolute
game.
shithouse.
Remember watching that game in my living
I
room and I
remember
was fuming.
Shelby should have been sent off, but anyway,
Don't get me
right?
started on that
So he was
shit
on loan
house.
for the first 6 months. We signed him for 5 million, and keep in mind this guy was playing in the Slovakian, I think, second division,
Fucking hell,
right?
was it?
5 million. He has the most saves or the second most saves this season. I think only Dean Henderson's got better stats than him, right? But the thing is, right, Dubravka plays for Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
He has to deal with Javi Mankio, Yedlin, Emil Kraft, Paul Dummett. Well, to be fair, I like Paul Dummett, but
Everyone loves
you know what I
Paul
mean.
Dummett.
Everyone does. I got him on a kit,
Beautiful.
but
Beautiful.
I don't matter. The thing, he has such shit defenders in front. He has a few good ones like Lascelles and Fernandez, right? And Shaw, but they're
Shaw's
always
good.
injured
Shaw's
or they're
good.
not playing.
Yeah.
I do like Shaw a lot. I mean, he was fucking peanuts as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Screamers
honestly,
he's been
some of the
scoring.
players in our the one against Burnley. half of our team are full of that bargains. Like
Yeah.
Fernandez, who's been one of our best defenders this season, he was 5 mil.
Mm.
But Jetro Willems, who was doing sick until he got injured against Chelsea,
Yeah.
he's on loan. Well, actually, did you see what he put online the other day?
No, I don't know. I'm not active in
So
the
a bunch
Newcastle
of fans
security.
were, well, massive part of Newcastle football Twitter. I am. So basically, someone like kept on tweeting and was like, "What's happening with the takeover? Are you staying?" And he's like, "Obviously, I want to stay, but it's up to Newcastle if you want to sign me." Everyone lost the shit. So everyone's tweeting and it's like, "Nah, I want to stay in Newcastle." And he's like, "I'm pretty sure the takeover is happening." Everyone's gone mental.
Oh my god!
Right? And I can't wait. I really, honestly, the cans that are going to be had if that takeover goes through is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the takeover?
All I've heard about it is from you, really. But I think it's a good step for Newcastle. I mean, the talk of how
for so
much you're
long we've
getting.
had nothing.
How much is it? What, 250
10
billion?
times more than, say, 260 billion. Yeah.
260 billion. And that is...
Yeah, we're going to be
far,
like the richest by far. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not even about like buying players like straight away, right? The training ground, I'm sure you have seen the photos at some point.
Yeah,
Where got Jack Colback and Henri Saivet, such Newcastle legends. They're in fucking like bubble baths, like the plastic ones outside, and they're using that filled with ice to recover.
Yeah, I know.
We're already one of the richest clubs in the country, right? As it is, and we're having that. It's enough. So we need a new training ground desperately, and I want some youth development side because the only youth players we've had for a long time, is Shawnee and Matty Longstaff.
Yeah, true.
That's
and,
it.
They're doing bits
We've
as
not
it
had a
is.
lot.
They're doing bits in the team at the moment.
Sean, not so much. I mean, it's almost as if Steve Bruce came in and Sean Longstaff just went, "Nah, you're right."
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, I think just football in general at the moment, it's up in air really, and it's up in arms. I just don't like kind of I mean, we may as well just talk about what's going on with football at the moment. I don't want Liverpool to win the league. I just don't.
I don't.
I really can't stand it.
Well, they announced today that they got till the 25th of May.
Yeah, to figure it out.
Start playing again.
Yeah,
but even then, Ligue 1 have just announced that they're not.
Yeah. I was literally about to say that
they're until September.
Yeah, they've cancelled the season. So,
Ajax have done that. Well, not Ajax. What am I about?
The Eredivisie.
Yeah, they've cancelled it.
Yeah,
I think it's the best thing to do because you have to keep in mind like relegation teams, like teams in the Championship getting promoted. I mean, obviously, it's very upsetting that Leeds United aren't getting promoted.
I just don't get me started on them. Not having it. Not having it.
I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing that they're not getting promoted.
They're
not getting promoted. Liverpool not winning the league just makes everything.
It's just win-win, isn't it? But like obviously, I watch a lot of Stephen Howson, as you know, you and your best mate.
Obviously,
and I, just hearing his opinions as well. Like I agree with him completely. So there's three options really. You can either cancel the season outright. You can play, obviously cancel the season outright, start next season from where it is, and just go and write off 1920, or you can start playing behind closed doors, which I don't think is a good idea because you're going to be playing a game every day. And then again, if you're going to be playing,
you lose the fans' atmosphere, like such motivation. Like if you're trying to tell me, like Newcastle are going to perform well without them fans.
Exactly. The same with Sheffield United. They, their fans are a big part of their performance.
They've been brilliant this season.
Oh, they've been incredible. And obviously, the third option is don't complete the season and Liverpool the title and start the 1920 season with 22 teams, which I don't think is a good idea.
No, the thing is with that, right? You have the TV rights and the TV sponsorship deals, right? So clubs are already losing money as it is.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that the whole prize pot in the Premier League that now has to go to an additional 2 teams.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think that's
it's not fair
at all.
And then you also have to keep in mind the whole Berry situation because there's now an additional space in League 1. So the entire league system in England has to be messed around.
Yeah.
All of non-league have been cancelled already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's bad.
It's just one of those where you've got to think of what's best for the players, and you've got to think of what's best for just football in general. Because if you play these games, there was talk of Wembley holding 5 games a day. Like,
you can't do that. The pitch will be absolutely ruined.
Exactly. By the time
the
it gets to
amount
the
of
third
fans
game,
that would be there,
it's just none. Like, you can't, 5 games a day at Wembley with no fans. What's the point? I think it's just it's ridiculous, and the players are going to be playing a game every day to finish the season with talk about allowing 5 substitutes. That's not going to do anything.
The whole 5 substitutes thing, that literally means straight away there's 2.5 minutes of added time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because for every single substitute they had 30 seconds, right? And that's for one team. So you're talking if both teams use both 5, you're talking 5 minutes of added time
plus whatever VAR's done, because VAR adds
exactly.
amount.
So you're talking extended games. It's ridiculous. If anything, you want to decrease the length of the games.
Yeah.
So you should say, all right, let's say if you can do 5 subs, it'll be
30-minute
15
halves.
seconds.
Yeah, or like
I can say 15 seconds at times, because then that instantly takes it back down.
Yeah.
So either way is a tricky one, because the players, as much as they can do for their own, they're just not going to be fit, and it's going to result in more injuries. Thankfully, and well, not so thankfully, the Euro's been delayed a year.
Yeah.
Which I'm a bit upset about, because obviously it was coming home.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to go to the Wembley. Who obviously they were playing games at Wembley, and I thought,
they're playing games at Old Trafford as well.
Were they?
Yeah, I think it was Group D, so that was the France, Germany, Portugal one.
Oh, well, yeah, I would have been happy with that. Going to see Bruno. Tear it up at Old Trafford again.
Mate, France versus Germany would be sick.
That's
also a final in a group stage.
Yeah, exactly. But it's same with Portugal versus France, or like that. Obviously, that was the final of the last Euros.
Oh yeah, Portugal absolutely shit out of
that. yeah, Ronaldo becoming a fucking manager. But
did you see the moths and that around him when it happened?
No.
Yeah, so basically, when he was down injured, and all these moths were just on him.
Yeah,
it was just a mess.
Stupid. But yeah,
I miss that tournament so much.
Yeah, I remember.
Nothing it. But...
When was it? 2016, wasn't it? I remember being on a school trip it must have been year 10 or year 9 in Belgium.
Yeah, no,
in Belgium of all places, just on the border of where the Euros was playing.
Yeah.
And we were staying in a hostel, and we went down to the basement and we played. We had a big screen, and we were watching. I think it was France versus. I can't remember. We were watching France in the semis, and then we watched the final as well.
Yeah.
And I tell you now, never seen such scenes. The chants, the everything. It was mental.
Nah, for me, I don't have many memories from the tournament, mainly because I decided to block them out. Obviously, I remember the Eric Dyer equaliser against Russia.
Yeah.
I think it was an equaliser. The Wales game, right?
Oh, Wales.
So I knew going into the day, right, because the school had said, no, you can't go home to watch it.
Yeah.
So I knew this a few days going into it. I was like, I'm not feeling well. I remember playing up today. We had PE as well, and it was football, and I was like,
yeah, it can't be asked.
I'm going to have to miss this. Now, it's not even a couple of hours I wanted to play, but I knew if I wanted to go home, I had to just play it up.
Yeah.
Right?
So you could just sit and watch.
I didn't get to go home, so we sat in RE, right, with a cover teacher. I was like, oh yeah, they usually let us do whatever. Put the football on. No, I one though when it says to not let you to watch football.
Yeah.
So we're huddled around this one guy's phone, right, watching it, and we just missed Bale's free kick.
Oh my God, really?
We're waiting for the bell to go. We snuck out a few minutes early.
Yeah.
We went to Cribbo's house, right? I remember watching that, and when Daniel Sturridge scored, Yeah. And the thing is, right, we aren't like that was sick. We lost to fucking Iceland.
Yeah, I know.
And we
Yeah,
went
it's
out.
not. I'm still hurt about that. But
Mate, I'm more bothered about the 2014 World Cup.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like the most fond memories that I have of any tournament was World Cup 2018 because just
I remember. We all know where we were that day, the semi-final.
yeah. Well,
We all know.
basically the story is me and Luke both left high school in 2018, and it was so the tournament had kicked off a few weeks before we'd finished exams. So we were obviously doing still doing lessons or like revision classes or whatever. And we just absolutely beg the teachers to put on the game. And it was they would rarely ever do it apart from one teacher who let us watch it. And we watched one of the England games. I think it was Panama where we beat them. Yeah.
I was able to leave
Yeah,
before the tournament started.
We were.
I was lucky. Because I remember, like, it was sick because you'd wake up in the morning, there'd be a 10 o'clock game, there'd be a 12 o'clock game, and then it'd be the evening game. And it was sick. I remember just sitting there all day, like, nice, I'm watching Serbia play an half team. Better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing.
Like,
I remember,
you just watch football.
Yeah, I remember being at home because it was the point where I just finished the exams and still games kept going because it was late group stages, early knockouts, and I remember just being lay on the couch at home and just in fact, no, I'd just come home from my last exam and I was watching Portugal play. Oh, who was it? Portugal, Spain. That was it. Portugal, Spain.
Yeah.
Where it was,
absolute piss take.
Yeah. I was gritting my teeth at that, but then again, obviously, see Ronaldo score a hat trick like that. I mean, because I remember I was going to a house party straight after, so I had to leave just before the last goal of the game, and I was fuming. But I've just got such fond memories of that tournament. I remember being just sat at home pretty much every day watching it. I'd just wait for the England games and seeing Kieran Trippier score that free kick. And then
I have a bit of a different turn of events for that semi-final.
Oh, right? No.
So I was on holiday in Mexico, right? So I'd seen the Colombia game, and I think we played Sweden after that.
Yeah, so we beat Colombia on penalties, and then Sweden, and then we got to whoever it was, Croatia.
It was Sweden and Croatia.
Yeah.
So I'd seen the Colombia game, and then gone on holiday. I was in Mexico. Watchers beat Sweden comfortably. It was 2-0.
It was 1-0 against Sweden.
Was it? Dele Alli scored though, didn't he?
Yeah, it was 1-0. Yeah, 1-0 again. Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might. In fact, no. Yeah, it was 2-0.
Yeah. The day before the semi-final, right? I'm not feeling well, right? And I think I had some form of heat stroke or something. I was drinking water all day. I was like, semi-finals are tomorrow. I can't be ill for this, right? Middle of the night, I wake up and it's like, nah. And I'm ill, right?
Yeah.
I've been sick everywhere, right?
Oh no.
So no, I know, and I'm in a foreign country. I was like, I don't like this. So I'm sat in the room with air conditioning on. I was like, England are kicking off. I put it on, and I shit you not, and I seriously mean this for both things I'm about to say, right? I turn it on, and we won the free kick. So I see Trippier score, and I literally go, yes. I turn it off. I go back to bed, right?
Oh no! Why?
I wake up, and Mandzukic has been played through, and he scored, and that gave Croatia the lead in 2-1 in extra time. I was literally pissed take, and I just remember that ruined my entire holiday.
Yeah, see, I'd literally just come home.
My holiday.
I've literally just come home as Trippier's about to take that free kick and walk in, and he's gone in and I'm jumping up and down, and then it's 1-1, and then it's extra time, and then it's 2-1, and I'm just heartbroken. But yeah, I mean, that's a long enough segment on football, really, isn't it? Bloody hell. Talk about that for a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but so you know what? There's so much more that we can speak about, though.
Yeah.
Like, and I know there's now only one person watching this. Cheers.
Cheers, Mum. Yeah. Cheers, parents. Cheers to that one friend that actually took the link.
She definitely won't be watching.
Yeah. Cheers to that one friend who clicked the link that I sent them everywhere, all over Instagram. Please, thank you.
Exactly. And we'll let your family go. Trust me. Just watch it all. We'll let them go. All right.
Oh, no.
Right. I want to bring up the next bit because obviously we don't go on for too long.
Yeah, I think we'll make this the last segment and then we'll carry on next week and see what kind of stuff we get.
Finlay,
yeah,
you're a bit of a ladies' man.
It's not self-proclaimed. It's not self-proclaimed.
Well, you know, I know that you're on a certain app.
Oh, you want me to? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
is this segment?
I want you to tell me.
You want me to bring it up?
How's it going on Tinder, mate?
Okay. Well,
because you've told me like before, and I was like, I'm just struggling here, and I've purposely not asked you about this for like a week.
Yeah, just so you could try and get like an update.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's not going too well. You know, I take it upon myself to use these awful pickup lines that I just like. I think people need to hear.
Give us a few of your pickup lines that you've used and tell us any responses that you've had.
Okay, let's. There's just one that jumped straight out at me. I didn't even get a response to this one. She just didn't even respond.
Right.
Are you a beaver? 'Cause damn. It wasn't even worth a reply. Like, come on, man.
I don't blame you.
What about this one? Oh, I don't even need to look at the messages to know what pickup line this is. Are you toothpaste? Because I need Oral-B.
Mate. This is tragic. This is really tragic.
That one got a decent reply, to be fair.
Go on. What reply did you get?
It was just that can be arranged, and then it was just a series of GIFs exchanged.
So is that she led to nothing?
I mean, I've not spoken to her since, but it was just a series of GIFs. I purposely sent her the GIF of, The Rock playing with the Family Guy toys, bashing them on each other.
No, I've not seen that one.
Right, I'll send it you in a bit. Yeah, I'll send it you in a bit.
Right.
Let's see.
So,
any of the other ones.
Would you say that overall, your time has not been very good?
I mean, I've had a few like early on in my Tinder days, early on in the old, I did end up, chatting to someone that was on Snapchat, but then again, came to nothing because Tinder's pretty useless. But it
is.
The majority of people that tend to like me, I know them and they're my friends, so they're just like, "Oh, it's good to see you on Tinder." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm alone." But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend anyone using my source of techniques. Just I get 90% of my pickup lines from Harry Rotershaw on Sidemen.
Oh no, man!
That's where I get 90% of my.
They're shocking though.
I think they're brilliant. And some of them do make people laugh, but just don't follow. If any guys are watching, be unique on Tinder because it helps. And if any girls are watching, I'll put my Snapchat down. But I'm joking. I wish I was joking.
This is the last ever episode of the podcast.
Like the first and last episode of the podcast.
You're generally not joking. You're generally not joking. He's like, do I put it in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
my internet connection is unstable, apparently. Shut up.
You on Virgin?
No, I'm on Sky.
Oh, they were on. Oh, man, I'm on Sky too. Virgin were on ropes yesterday.
Yeah, I've heard that. They've not been doing too well. But just to round it off.
The group chat with the lads going mental.
Yeah. Just to round off today's episode, this has been the Finlay and Luke Show. We are still looking for ideas for names on what's called the podcast. We've kind of been back and forth, but you know, still
I don't
looking,
want
still
to
digging
go
deep.
for the one that you want to go for.
No, no, it's just it's creative, creative. What do you call it? Creative exchange. That's what we're trying to do. And by the time this comes around next week, we'll actually have names for the segments, hopefully. So instead of just, we'll actually have names for the segments. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Right, cheers, guys. Bye.